Americans use these phrasal verbs every single day. Do you? Part 1. Hold on. Hold on is to wait for a moment or to pause what you're doing. Hold on is an extremely common American expression that we use when you want someone to wait briefly. It's friendly, natural, and can be used in almost any situation. So how is hold on used in everyday life? Well, if we're on the phone, we could be having a conversation with somebody and another call is coming through. We could say, hold on 1 minute, I'm getting another call. Or maybe you have a friend that's in the car waiting for you and you're running late. You say, hold on, don't leave yet. Something very common at my house is I'm telling my kids to come for breakfast. And I say, come, breakfast is ready. And my children say, hold on, I'm coming. You could be also having a conversation with someone and they don't understand your point. You could tell them, hold on, let me explain. And very common with customer service will say to you, hold on 1 moment, I'm checking for you. Now, hold on can also be stretched or repeated depending on the speaker's emotion and the situation. For example, again, I'm home with my kids, it's dinner time. I say, kids, dinner's ready. They might say, hold on. They're not ready yet, they're still playing, or maybe they're still finishing their homework. Hold on, we're coming. Or maybe you're researching information for a project with a friend. You're sitting at the computer with your friend, you're doing all the research, and your friend says, let me take a look at the computer. And in that moment, you were just able to find what you were looking for. Instead of letting your friend take the computer, you say, hold on, I just found the information. There is also a second meaning of hold on, which is to physically hold on to something for support. This is like a bus or a roller coaster. So on a bus, you might be holding on, or a roller coaster, you might be holding on to the bars. So if you're scared you're going to fall off. You're holding on for support. It's funny, but I actually joke with my children about this all the time because typically, as many of you know, kids, when you ask them to get ready or to put their shoes on or to come to the dinner table to eat, they often will say, hold on, because they're always doing something and they're usually not ready. So I have a joke with my children. When they say, hold on, I'll go like this. Okay, I'm holding on, now what? And they say, not really, don't hold on. They're saying, I'm coming, give me a minute, give me a little bit longer. So I make a joke out of it with my children. Again, that primary meaning of hold on is to wait a moment, pause, and don't continue yet. So some more examples of hold on are, hold on, I'm coming. Or, could you hold on a second? Hold on, let me check the time. She told him to hold on before opening the door. Hold on, I think I found the answer. Now repeat after me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on, please. Hold on, let me check. Bring up. Bring up is to mention a topic or start talking about something. Bring up is used when someone introduces a topic into a conversation. Now, you're not physically bringing anything. You're bringing an idea, a problem, or a subject into the discussion. And you will hear it a lot in meetings. For example, you might hear, she brought up a great point. Or in family talks. Don't bring that up in front of the kids. Maybe there's a conversation that you want to have, but you don't want your children to listen to. Or maybe in friendly chats. He brought up something interesting in the conversation yesterday. It can be neutral. He brought up the budget. It can be positive. I'm glad you brought that up. It can also be negative. Please don't bring that up again. It's very useful for talking about difficult topics, important issues, or anything new in a conversation. Imagine yesterday there was a meeting at work and a colleague asked a question that no one had thought of. You could say, she brought up an important question during the meeting. Or maybe you're going through a real personal issue right now and a friend asked you about the issue. You could say, I don't want to bring up that topic right now. You might also have a colleague at work that has a lot of issues and he needed to speak with his manager. You could say, he brought up his concerns with his manager. Maybe you were in a meeting and somebody mentioned a really important point. You could say, thank you for bringing that up. It's really important. Or maybe you had a big problem last year and you're speaking with a friend and your friend mentioned that problem. You could say, why did you bring up what happened last year? Now repeat after me. Bring up. Bring up. Bring up. And in the past, we would say, brought up. Brought up. Brought up. She brought up a good point. Don't bring that up again. I'm glad you brought that up. Calm down. Calm down means to relax, reduce stress, or become less emotional. Now, calm down is used when someone is feeling upset, angry, stressed, excited, or overwhelmed, and they need to return to a more peaceful state. It's a very common expression in American English. And you'll hear parents, friends, teachers, coworkers, and even strangers use it. It can be used when you have someone who is emotional, that they need to calm down from anger, or someone who's anxious, that they need to calm down from fear. If someone's sad, they would calm down after crying. Or someone who's excited, they could calm down from too much energy. You can say it to someone else or talk about yourself. If you're talking to someone, you could say, hey, try to calm down. Or you could say, wow, I really need to calm down. I'm getting myself overwhelmed with the situation. Calm down can sound gentle or firm depending on tone. A soft, caring version would be, it's okay, calm down. Everything will be fine. A stronger version would be, hey, calm down. There's no need to yell. It's also very common with kids. For example, we could say, calm down, sweetie. Take a deep breath. Some other examples are, please calm down. Everything is under control. He took a moment to calm down before speaking. He was angry. He stopped and calmed down first. She told the kids to calm down and sit quietly. I need to calm down. I'm so stressed today. They finally calmed down after arguing. Now repeat after me. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Please calm down. I need to calm down. He calmed down after a while. Head out. Head out means to leave a place. Americans often say this when we want to sound more relaxed and natural. It feels more casual and friendly than saying leave. And you'll hear it everywhere. At home, at work, with friends, on the phone, and even in stores. Imagine you're at a party and it's getting late. It can sound really abrupt to say, I need to leave, it's late. But if you say, hey, I think I need to head out, it's getting late, it sounds much more casual, less abrupt, and more friendly. Let's say that you met with a friend for lunch and you have a meeting that's coming up. You could say, I'm going to head out in a few minutes so I'm not late. Or maybe you're going to watch a movie in the movie theater and it's about to start. You could say, we should head out now if we want to catch the movie. Or maybe you know there's going to be a snowstorm later and you need to get on the road to get to your next destination. You could say, let's head out before the weather gets worse. Now repeat after me. Head out. Head out. Head out. I'm heading out now. What time do you head out? Come over. Come over is to visit someone at their home, usually in a friendly or casual way. When someone comes over, it means they travel to your place. This could be your house, apartment, or wherever you're staying. It feels warm, friendly, and personal. Americans use it all the time when inviting friends, family, or neighbors. Come over often suggests comfort and closeness. It's not formal, and you wouldn't use it in a business situation. It's perfect for invitations, casual plans, or spending time with people you care about. If you hear someone in the United States say, "Hey, you should come over sometime," that means they genuinely want you to visit them. Now imagine that you have an exam that you need to study for, and you would like to invite a friend of yours from school to your house to study together. You could say, "Do you want to come over later and study together?" Or maybe your sister went to your house earlier this morning. You could say, "My sister came over this morning for coffee." We could also say, "They're coming over tonight to watch the game." You've invited some friends and they're going to visit your house later. They're coming over tonight to watch the game. Or maybe you have a friend that's going through a difficult time and you want to let them know that they can come visit you anytime. You could say, "You can come over anytime. You're always welcome." Now repeat after me. Come over. Come over. Come over. In the past, it would be came over. Came over. Came over. Can you come over later? They came over yesterday. You're welcome to come over anytime. Now, if you want to improve your vocabulary even further in English, make sure to take a look in the description below where I have included my playlist for phrasal verbs in English.